In this video, we will talk about historical books and authors. Books have always played a crucial role in preserving history and shaping our understanding of the past. Across time, historians, writers, and scholars have documented events, cultures, and significant changes in society, leaving behind a legacy of knowledge. This document explores some of the most important historical books and their authors, highlighting their contributions to understanding human history. 1. The Histories by Herodotus. Herodotus, nicknamed the Father of History, was a Greek writer who lived in the 5th century BCE. He wrote a book called The Histories, which is one of the oldest known attempts to record historical events in a structured way. Herodotus's book mainly focused on the wars between the Greeks and the Persians. He traveled to different places and learned about the customs and cultures of the people he met. He included stories and legends in his writing, but his work is still important because it laid the groundwork for how we study history. Even though Herodotus's accounts weren't always completely accurate, he was one of the first people to try to understand the past by gathering information and putting it together in a way that made sense. His work helped to pave the way for future historians and the development of the field of history as we know it today. 2. The Peloponnesian War by Thucydides. Thucydides, another important Greek historian, lived around the same time as Herodotus. He wrote a book called The Peloponnesian War, which tells the story of a big war between two powerful Greek city-states, Athens and Sparta. Thucydides' book is considered a masterpiece because it's not just a story of the war, but a deep analysis of what caused it and how it affected the people involved. He wanted to be as accurate as possible, so he focused on facts and avoided making up stories or using myths to explain things. This approach made Thucydides' work very different from Herodotus's. While Herodotus was more interested in exploring different cultures and including stories, Thucydides wanted to understand the war in a more scientific way. He studied the events carefully, trying to figure out the reasons behind them and the consequences they had. Thucydides' way of writing history became a model for later historians. He showed that history could be more than just a collection of stories. It could be a way to learn about the past by looking at the facts and understanding the causes and effects of events. His work is still studied today because it offers valuable insights into the human condition and the complexities of war. 3. The Annals by Tacitus. Tacitus was a Roman historian who lived in the late 1st and early 2nd centuries CE. He's known for writing about the Roman Empire in great detail. One of his most famous books is called The Annals, which tells the story of several Roman emperors, including Tiberius, Claudius, and Nero. Tacitus was interested in more than just listing facts. He wanted to understand the political power struggles and moral problems in Roman society. He wrote about how the emperors used their power, the existing corruption, and how people's morals seemed to be declining. His writing is critical of the way the Roman Empire was being ruled. He shows that even though the empire was powerful, it had serious problems that were affecting people's lives. His work gives us a glimpse into the inner workings of the Roman Empire and the challenges it faced. 4. The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire by Edward Gibbon. Edward Gibbon's 6-volume masterpiece, The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, is a landmark work in historical literature. Published between 1776 and 1789, it examines the factors that led to the fall of one of history's greatest empires. Gibbon's detailed analysis and elegant prose make this work a cornerstone of Western historical writing. 5. The Muqaddimah by Ibn Khaldun. Ibn Khaldun, a 14th century Arab historian, wrote the Muqaddimah as an introduction to his universal history. This groundbreaking work explores sociology, economics, and the rise and fall of civilizations. Ibn Khaldun's theories on the cyclical nature of history and the dynamics of power remain influential in modern historical studies. 6. A People's History of the United States by Howard Zinn. Howard Zinn's A People's History of the United States presents American history from the perspective of marginalized groups, including Native Americans, African Americans, and workers. Published in 1980, this book challenges traditional narratives and highlights the struggles of ordinary people, making it a cornerstone of modern revisionist history. 7. The Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Although not a history book in the traditional sense, the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels profoundly influenced modern historical and political thought. Published in 1848, it examines class struggles and the dynamics of capitalism, shaping the course of revolutions and social movements worldwide. 8. The Second World War by Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill, Britain's wartime prime minister, documented the events of World War II in his 6-volume series, The Second World War. Combining first-hand experience with detailed research, Churchill's work provides an insider's perspective on one of the most pivotal conflicts in human history. 9. The Diary of Anne Frank by Anne Frank. The Diary of Anne Frank is a deeply personal account of a young Jewish girl's life during the Holocaust. Written while hiding from the Nazis in Amsterdam, Anne's diary offers a poignant glimpse into the horrors of war and the resilience of the human spirit. It has become one of the most widely read books on the Holocaust. 10. Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond. Published in 1997, Jared Diamond's Guns, Germs, and Steel explores the factors that influence the development of civilizations. Diamond argues that geography, environment, and access to resources played a more significant role than race or culture in shaping human history. The book offers a broad and thought-provoking perspective on global historical patterns. 11. Team of Rivals by Doris Kearns Goodwin. Doris Kearns Goodwin's Team of Rivals focuses on Abraham Lincoln's leadership during the American Civil War. The book highlights Lincoln's ability to work with political opponents and lead a divided nation. Goodwin's storytelling sheds light on the complexities of leadership and the challenges of preserving democracy. 12. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu's The Art of War is an ancient Chinese military treatise written around the 5th century BCE. Its strategies and principles extend beyond warfare, influencing business, politics, and sports. This timeless work remains relevant in understanding conflict and decision-making. 13. The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois' The Souls of Black Folk is a seminal work in African American literature and history. Published in 1903, it addresses the struggles of Black Americans in the post-Civil War era, offering insights into race, identity, and social justice in the United States. 14. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens explores the history of humanity from the emergence of Homo sapiens to the present. Published in 2011, it examines how cognitive, agricultural, and industrial revolutions shaped human societies. Harari's engaging narrative makes complex historical topics accessible to a broad audience. The authors and books mentioned above represent a diverse range of perspectives and eras, each contributing to our understanding of history. From ancient chronicles to modern analyses, these works highlight the complexity and richness of human experience. By studying these texts, we gain valuable insights into the past, helping us navigate the present and shape the future. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.